Hey everyone, it is Eric with Rockin HTV session 49. Little bonus session this week. Normally I don't come out too often during the week, but I thought, hey, I'm working on a project that I'm actually making something that I just want to take pictures of from my Shapeways store. And I thought while I'm here, might as well show you what I'm doing because I'm going to show you the super easiest way to stretch a truck on the planet. This is a method that anyone can do because it is that simple and it's not glamorous. So depending on where you're at in your skill level, this would be a great way to do a beginner type project. Maybe you just want to dip your feet in the water with stretching trucks. This is a perfect way to get started. And then you can build your resume, so to speak, and building as you go. But this is a great way to begin, and this is the ultimate super simplest way. Anyone can do that. Hello guys, I've seen Vaughn and Garrett and Scott. Good to see you. Yeah, class today, 2 days in a row. Yeah, like I said, I'm out here I'm working on this project. I bought a project, actually it's a 3D printed manure bed, and I bought this just so I could take pictures. I was going to borrow some pictures from a guy right here, but I decided I've never bought one of these. I wanted to see what it looked like. So here I am, and long story short, I'm going to build this, put this together, and I'm doing the easiest way on the planet. Okay, so all you're going to need here is a truck. I'm actually using the TSR 4300 International. So nothing fancy here. Got a good deal on it, so just bought it to put a bed on. I'm using my 3D printed bed. This is actually a partnership between Mock Farms and I. You can buy it in either one of our Shapeways stores. This is the vertical beater version, and this is actually the short box. There's actually a little longer one too. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna mount this. So what we're gonna do here, I'll flip the camera around, point it down so you can see what I'm doing, and I'll explain it as I go. Here we go, guys. Maybe I'll flip it, get my finger in there. There we go. Okay. I should come out on Tuesdays more often. Look at that. We've got a huge crowd here. That's awesome. Thanks, guys, for being here. Okay. Super simplest way on the whole dang planet. Now, what most guys prefer to do is to buy some sort of channel, plastic or brass channel, and then put that on the outsides, and then put your gap in here, you know, so you can go ahead and get your gap just right and all this other stuff. Well, that is a way to do it. You can use brass channel to stretch. You can use plastic channel. You can use brass rectangular tubing if you choose to. But since I'm just out here just to break even on the project, and hopefully, you know, if I make a little money, that'd be better. But I'm out here to make a little break even. So what I'm going to do here is I took 2 pieces of styrene that are flat, right? Okay. Now, the reason, and you'll see that this piece of styrene overlaps this one here. Reason for that is, look at that. Okay. So what I did was I removed the 5th wheel plate. I ground down the 2 spots where the 5th wheel plate was, the 2 die-cast holder things, whatever you want to call them. Then this will be, I didn't grind this down, which I normally do if I'm doing an end dump, but for this turn and burn project, yeah, I'm cheating. So I made a little piece of overlap here on my 2 pieces of styrene, and look at that. Now my bed will set flush. Okay, now this is where the magic comes in. All we're going to do here is we're going to take our styrene here. And Carson says, looks like you did some work on my thumb. Yes, I smacked it really well with a wrench some time ago, and it has just been like that since. Now look at how much glue I'm using on this, guys. That is a bucket of glue. Way too much glue for practical purposes, but for this project I have these little spacers I'm trying to fill in. We're going to let it smooch out the sides. We don't care because I don't want this thing ever coming off. Now I've taken my styrene flat here and I've put it toward the front of this box. You can see it's dang near flush. That's exactly what we want. Then I'm just kind of squared it up inside there, not really looking, but you know. And now I'm going to take my handy dandy Instaset so we can do this all in one movement here. Yeah, let's just get a little bit on the front there. Boom. Now that's going to cure for about, oh, I don't know, what do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds is good enough. Then we're going to come in here and just like this. Ta-da! This is, my friends, the easiest way. This isn't actually anything new that I've created. This has been around for a long time. There's been dealers that have mounted wrecker bodies and things like that to these DCP trucks and TSRs and all this, and they're not stretching them out. They're just gluing the two different pieces after they cut the frame and all that to the truck. And I actually got a little ahead of myself. I put glue here, which, you know, that doesn't work because look at that. That's a mess. So luckily, if you make a mistake on these, it's just, you know, and then look at that. We're just going to put this in here nice and neat and clean. All we're doing is going to square this up like so and hold it as steady as we can. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Instaset, stick it on the bottom there, and then we're going to work real fast to make sure it is right where we want it. Okay, you can also check from the bottom. You can look and make sure that the frame is sitting parallel to the box. We're going to put a little Instaset, and we're going to make sure that it looks good from the front. I think we're happy with that. Looks good at the bottom, on the side. Bingo bango. Here we go. Now, Instaset. You just see what I did with that Instaset? Yeah, that was pretty much cool. Then we're going to come back here with our styrene. And it looks like I maybe just made it just a little long, which is not a problem because we can make it shorter. And what I did here, guys, was this piece right here. It's just a skosh long. I thought I had that measured perfectly earlier before I got on here. I dry fit it, and I was wrong. But luckily for us, we're going to take this ugly side, and we're going to cover it all up so you never see it, and that'll be fine. Okay. And then we're going to see, look at that. I didn't even have to stretch that truck very much. Doesn't that just tick you off when you don't even have to do it very much? Golly, that just drives me crazy. Okay, still not happy with the distance I have between the rear fender and the rear tire, so we're just going to peel this up just a taste more. Look at that, look at that. And then we're going to stick our... And remember, like I said a minute ago, I had thought I had this... dry fit perfectly, and obviously now that I'm live on the internet, yeah, it's not perfect. And you can even see my paint's just a bit tacky yet. And my Instaset, I need to put a little bit more up the front of that. Come on, why don't you just break? There we go. And try not to cut yourself there, right? That's all I need to do is bleed on camera. Come on, cut. Since this is moving around, I could probably just take that off and do it the smart way instead of this way. But, you know, we've come this far. Now I'm committed. Come on. There it goes. Okay. There. Now we'll go back and fix where we goofed up on the top end of that. We're going to re-square all that up. See, this is what you do when you think you're going to do a really slick video, and then you're thinking, oh, I'm all hot to trot. This is going to be easy, and then it's not. It's not. Okay, a little more Instaset there. Let it cure up. Square, beautiful, beautiful, awesome. Now we got just enough wiggle room there. Now look at that. Now we can put those wheels right in the middle of those fenders. This is just the way those Morlangs worked. They had those fenders built into them. Why? I'm not real sure, because most of the fenders I've seen on real trucks are all bent to hell. That's no exaggeration. Okay. Now we're going to take a bucket of glue right there, some down these rails, right there, right there. Get a little carried away with the glue. And then we're gonna go like that. Stick it right on that styrene. And voila. Now, there you go. You can see we're just gonna square this up, move it over a little bit. And from the top, I think you guys could see that we're making sure that we have the same, that it's square inside those fenders, that we don't have too much gap at the front versus the back, etc., etc. And it looks like, can you see there? All right, does it look right? Does it look good? Tell me. Yeah, I think we're close. From the back, maybe just a taste. Can we bend it over just a hair? Yeah, there we go. Think we own that. Maybe, maybe not. Boy, that glue, it must be warm in here because it is stuck. Okay. So, there you go, guys. You can run around now, go throw some turds. All you have to do now is put you in a drive line, which you're going to solve with that, since the original drive line is going to be just a skosh too short, because look at that, you cut out just a 1/16 or so, just a hair over a 1/16. You're going to take your little styrene rod, stick it in the front, stick it in the back. Of course, you're going to take a black Sharpie and color this black, like I did on this one. There's a partial left. You're going to take your black Sharpie, just color that styrene rod, and then you're going to cut it. Taste of glue right there in the front, a splash of glue at the back, cut it to length, and you're done. And then you have the super easiest, fastest way to stretch a truck on the whole dang planet. You'll notice I did the exact same thing on this service truck that I made. Look at that. Those frame rails aren't clear, or aren't through. All I did was cut that out, and you'll see there's at least 1/4 inch to 3/8 out of that frame to make it work. Oh, and look at that. Look at that piece of styrene rod there for the drive line with a black Sharpie. And that's how I did this particular truck. And this particular truck, oh, look at that. Got to put a drive line in that one anyway. And look at that. And that particular truck. These are all just turn and burn type things. This one's weird. But that is one way to get started. So guys, if any of you have had any reservations about cutting up a truck, and you were a little fearful on how to get everything just glorious and right and perfect and awesome, don't sweat it. For your first ones, just do what I did. Easy. It'll build your confidence. It'll get you going. And then when you're ready to go cut up, say, a $50 DCP truck, then you can go out there and buy you some styrene channel, or buy you some brass channel, or some rectangular tubing, and then go through the process of making it look freaking amazing. But for your first ones, cheat a little bit. Give yourself a pat on the back and a big win, so the next time around you have the confidence to go up one more level. And that's what I got for you guys tonight. The super easiest way to stretch a truck, right there for you. And you saw me do it, no big deal. You can do it too. So, if you're just beginning in the model building world and all this kind of stuff with 1/64th, and you have not stretched a truck yet, do it and then post pictures in the Rockin' H No Secrets Lab so we can all see how you did, and give you a pat on the back for doing an awesome model and getting started. With that, guys, I'll let you go for the night. If you have any comments or questions, please post them in the comment box, and I will catch you later. Good night, guys.